You're watching Telecom TV from the TIP Summit, part of the Fyuz 2022 event in Madrid. And I'm pleased to say that joining me now is Eran Tal, who is Director of Connectivity Ecosystems with Meta. Eran, thanks very much for talking with us. Can I ask first of all why Meta is an active participant in TIP? Because you've been here since day one.
Yes. So the story actually begins with the Open Compute project, which was a foundation that Meta was a part of initiating, focused on disaggregating data center hardware. We started that initiative after building our own technology solutions for the data center and realizing that in order to progress it in the way we envisioned, we would really need to work with a whole community to bring that transformation. A few years into the Open Compute project, a few of the telco industry members took note of what was going on and approached us and asked if we would be willing to be a part of doing something similar in telecom infra. And being that all of our experiences, all of our applications are ultimately delivered also through telecom networks, it made a lot of sense for us, and we said, of course, and jumped right in.
And how has TIP helped Meta with some of its connectivity challenges?
TIP has really helped, I would say, open up the industry, if you will, and create the opportunity to drive more rapid innovation and more sharing of knowledge and processes. And ultimately, this helps Meta in us being able to deliver better experiences over better networks. So this is really a long-term investment in making sure that this is a robust industry. And again, since our experiences are delivered through those networks, it's a great advantage for us to make sure that this ecosystem is healthy, growing, yes, and continues to develop.
Well, this is all about an open ecosystem. We're all looking at disaggregation. What is Meta doing? What's next for Meta in this journey towards a more open and disaggregated ecosystem?
So actually the cool thing with where TIP is today is, I would say, it's established quite a strong foundation. So we have a robust portfolio of disaggregated technologies and movements around them to continue their progression. What this means for us as Meta, especially at this point in time, is that we're able to bring our experiences, our applications into the picture and be a part of the discussion of how do you make delivery of these experiences better and more efficient. And we simply wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't have this community and we didn't have this foundation to stand on.
So in all these years of being such an active participant within TIP, what would you say, what's your advice to the industry? What should the industry and the TIP community be focusing on over the coming years?
I think it's been actually well discussed here over the past couple of days, and especially if we look at something like Open RAN, the big challenge is really the reintegration of disaggregated solutions. So disaggregation gives the deployer of the infrastructure, in this case the network operators, a lot of flexibility in developing their infrastructure in the right way. But integrating components from many different vendors is a new thing for this industry and can also be quite challenging. And so I would say the primary focus area, the primary challenge that TIP is facing right now is really building the right mechanisms and tools to power that integration and to create a flywheel effect out of it. And we're seeing TIP with the establishment of the test and validation program and with the exchange marketplace doing its best to capture that sort of work and then extend that knowledge as broadly as possible through the ecosystem. By doing the work and sharing in the results, we can reduce the burden that is placed upon everybody in making this transformation. And so that, I would say, is the primary focus from a technical perspective. I would also say that the other key focus is really making sure that the adoption, the procurement and the deployment of these technologies are happening. And that's where we certainly look to our partners, the network operators, to continue taking the lead and continue pushing these solutions into their infrastructure.
One quick final question for you, because those of us who've been to a lot of TIP events, one aspect that's new this year is a lot of focus on metaverse, extended reality. Telecoms industry's been talking about this for quite some time, but it feels now there's a lot more focus on this. It must be exciting times for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, clearly Meta has made the point that we are going to to pursue this long journey of getting to the kind of the ultimate vision of what the metaverse is. But being that it's a long journey, being that there's a lot to understand about how networks can deliver that experience, it's good for us to start early and choose a few focus areas to learn from, and then hopefully over time be in a position that as experiences become more immersive and mobile, we understand what is the right way to design a network or optimize it in order to deliver these services. So yeah, certainly exciting times, challenging journey ahead, but can't think of a better place, a better community to take this on than Telecom Infra project.
Well, it's a great journey, to be honest. As I say, it's very exciting. We look forward to seeing how things develop. But for now, Eran, thank you very much for joining us.
Definitely, thank you.